Are you on the internet or are you
From
off the phone?
my phone.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry for all of the a little kinks. So I don't really know what we said, what you were hearing in the beginning. We were trying to get set up and realized we were live. So my name is Gudrun from GE Designs, and this is Mr. HP.
Hi,
now
everybody.
in front of the camera with me the whole time. We are on the road,
Side of the camera.
so we are going to have to try and do this with this really bad internet here. So we apologize for any glitches right off the bat beforehand, but we're doing our best. And we had to kind of do a little maneuvering on our videos that we're going to show you tonight. So thank you so much for being with us. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you comment. Tell us where you're tuning in from. I'm seeing your comments here. We can't put them up on the screen today because we are just not at home. Kobe's here in the live audience, so pretty wiped out after a busy day. So make sure you comment throughout the show because we're going to still have a live winner and a giveaway at the end. So you want to stick around. On today's show, yes, everything will look a little bit different, but yes, we're not in Minnesota anymore.
Not in Minnesota.
Not in Kansas either. So we're on the road, so hopefully everything works out. But I have so much cool stuff to show you that you want to stick around. Some new stuff in the store. I know we didn't show you any fabric last week, so we really hope that at least works out. But we want to start with giving tremendous thanks to all of our retreaters that spent last week with us, Wednesday through Saturday. It really felt like they were kind of at our house, didn't it? Because we were at our house broadcasting for 4 days in the same room and having all those people. It just felt like everybody was at our house. So that was lovely. It was just beautiful. Thank you all for hanging with us and trusting us with your time. We did a lot of quilting, a lot of sewing, a lot of playing. There was a lot of laughing. And I think there was also a lot of long-term friendships started and solidified. So thank you all. It was really, really an awesome time. Now we just anticipate next week for our session 1 retreaters to join us next week. We're going to do it all over again. We're excited to meet all of you and have you in our house for the 4 days. So more beautiful quilts are going to get created and some great time spent together. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is Christmas in Europe. If you are a part of Christmas in Europe, you may have seen a new block come into your account early this morning. So this month's block is called Christmas Crackers. A little nod to a tradition, especially in the UK, although we do have Christmas crackers all over the place, all over the world, probably. But I think it's more so a very kind of general tradition in the UK. So this is our block 7. Of course, 7 means that we're halfway through our 14 blocks of Christmas in Europe. But of course, it's never too late to join in if you are enjoying seeing what blocks and where we go. This one, there's still some kits available. Just want to tell you that it's never too late. This is all, of course, a project that can be started anytime because you get the patterns, not only the patterns, you get a video. You get a video class on me showing you how to put it all together. So we're excited. This is block 7, of course, a mystery, so nobody knows how it's going to look. So have fun with this block. All right, so another subscription program, but our Fast and Furious Club. Now, this coming Sunday morning, you will get the March project, which is our Flight Path table runner. So this one will be available for purchase individually on Sunday morning. The runner, the pattern, and of course a video class of me showing you how to put it all together. And if you had purchased the either 9 months or the trimester, that will of course be in your account automatically. So make sure you check it out. I see some folks that already printed out their block 7, their Christmas cracker block, and are going to get started on it right away. That's great. Yes, halfway through Christmas in Europe. Isn't that crazy? I feel like kind of we just got started, but yet there's so much left, But we've done now 7 blocks. That's a lot. All right. Now I see Color Club is arriving for people. Just be patient. There have been all kinds of weather related things going on all over the country, so just give it some patience. Now if you see no movement on your package, make sure you contact us, help@gequiltdesigns.com. But I revealed the colors on Friday in our very special Happy Friday show. I've never worked so hard in a show before, because I was broadcasting sideways to Happy Friday and then straight to the camera for our retreaters, and it was a lot.
That was a lot.
Well, you worked hard because you had to hold the camera.
Ooh,
you had to hold the camera above me to show you all the fabrics.
We will not be doing it that way
again.
Well, at least maybe. Well,
we have a next next week.
Okay, one more time. That's it.
Yes, we will have to do that. So we have lots of folks joining in on our show tonight. So thank you for joining us. Like I said, it's not our normal set, but we're going to have fun anyway. We're going to have fun. So let's talk a little bit about our Hope for Ukraine fundraiser. If you haven't yet heard about that, I have joined forces with my good friend and designer Bonnie Hunter to raise money for Together Rising. This is to support the refugees for their immediate needs, and I will be donating all of the net proceeds from the Hope for Ukraine mystery fabric bundles and my Hope pattern, both the printed version and the PDF. So we are funneling all the money into a GoFundMe campaign. And so far we are at over $44,000, almost $45,000 raised, which is incredible. And you will see that amount jump significantly on Friday, because on Fridays I put in all the sales from our bundles and patterns. So all you have to do is, of course, whenever you purchase a mystery bundle, which includes 3 yellow half yards and 3 blue half yards, total of 3 yards. So this, of course, is a mystery. So it will be all kinds of great basics. It's still quilt shop quality fabric. Many of them are just our basics that we have in 1 yard. So it's a really good deal because it's only $30, and all of your net proceeds will go towards this fundraiser. So check that out. If you haven't yet, it will show as a pre-order, because we have gotten so many orders that the fabric companies can't ship us fabric fast enough. So as the fabric comes in, we cut it, bag it, get it out the door. We got a lot yesterday, so a lot of them went out today. So just show us a little patience. We have even more fabric coming this week, and we're hoping to be able to catch up by the end of the week or next week. But a great way. And of course, if you want to just donate, if you have work for a business that matches donations, we always appreciate you sharing the GoFundMe campaign for me and Bonnie. So check that out. I also talked about on the last show how you can make hope blocks from those yellow and blue fabrics, or any yellow and blue fabrics. So I had talked about that last Tipsy Tuesday. So check out that show. The easiest way to find all the information is go to our blog, go to our website and our blog, and find the Hope for Ukraine blog post. It will have all of the information linked to the GoFundMe website and everything else. Samples of the blocks and such fun stuff. So if you're making blocks, don't send them anywhere yet. Just hold on to them. If you can make enough for a quilt, awesome. We are going to find a way for us to gather those quilts up and get them in the hands of people that need them. But right now they are just needing some basic medical help, some help getting into safety and things like that. So quilts, not for a while. We have to just wait and be patient, but we can kind of help by sending good vibes and sewing and taking care of ourselves at the same time. So any questions on any of those things? I thought we would take some questions. Just lots of thank yous for doing this. And yes, so of course the yellows in Color Club were such a perfect timing. It's incredible because I planned these colors months ahead. So that I had no idea that this would be what we'd be going through right now as I'm sorry, I shake the table. The cameraman is telling me I'm shaking the table, so that's why I shakes the camera.
Everybody's like, earthquake.
Okay, sorry. I'll try not to touch the table. I can't not. Sorry. Yeah, it's hard. So let me just try it. I'm trying to look at your comments, but okay. So if you want to make the quilts, hold on to them for now until we give you more information on. Don't send anything to us yet. No, don't send anything yet. Hang on to it until we know more and really have a plan on how we're going to deal with it. I don't know yet, but we are working on plans. So just hold off. All right.
You can look here too.
Oh, okay. Does this have both the good. This is better. Okay, Jennifer said she pulled 16 fat quarters from her stash and started making blocks. That's awesome. That's amazing. So those of you that haven't yet checked that out, check out the blog and donate. Now, Bonnie Hunter is doing her own project, so you can check out her blog for what she's doing, but she's encouraging the people participating in her project also to donate directly to the GoFundMe website. Or if you need some yellow and blue fabrics, come on, get yourself a bundle because it all goes to the same place. What size should we make quilt tops for Hope for Ukraine? I think lap size is a great size because especially the Hope lap size quilt is it's just a great size. It's not too small. So it's great for adults. And that's where we're going to start. All right.
How about this?
Look. Do you have a video for the Hope pattern? Of course, we did a Hope quilt along in 2020, summer of 2020 in May. So if you go to our website under videos and you can see quilt alongs, you can find the Hope quilt along and there's 5 videos of the whole construction. So showing you how to use different tools. Oh, you can put it on the screen. Look how you figure things out. What size quilts? We're going to start with lap size quilt. So that'll be great. All right. So remind us how many blocks one can get from the Ukraine mystery bundle. So because it is 3 half yards of blue and 3 half yards of yellow, which means you can get 12 10-inch squares from the blues and 12 from the yellows. You'll be able to make 24 blocks from one bundle, 12 blues and 12 yellows. So 2 will make 48 blocks, which is a full lap size quilt, but it will have, yellow and blue mixed. If you wanted to make a full blue quilt and a full yellow quilt, you can do that you can make 2 lap quilts with 4 mystery bundles. Does that make sense? But you can choose. We're not going to, I'm not going to micromanage how you put your quilts together. Actually, it will look great to do a yellow and blue blocks together. If we quilt a quilt, do you want us to put a label on it? Yeah, so I am going to work on getting labels. I'm going to have a label created so that you can either just print it out on fabric and put it on your quilts, or I'm not going to micromanage. You don't have to do that. We of course want you to put a label on it. We want you to put your name on it and some good thoughts on your label. But you can do whatever you want with that. We definitely want a label. When will cutting instructions arrive for the retreat? They will arrive in the morning. Those of you in session 1, they'll be in your account in the morning. And you'll be receiving an email from us. Hopefully it's it's a little bit jacking us up this internet, so maybe won't be able to send it out to the morning. We're gonna go and find ourselves some good internet in the morning. Okay. All right. Any more questions? Yeah, 60 by 80 inches is a recommended size for quilts for refugee camps, and that's pretty much exactly what the lap size is. Maybe just a tad bit less. So that's good. Okay. Are you in your condo in Iceland? No, we are not in Iceland. We are not in Iceland. No. We're a little bit warmer climate than that. But Colby got to come along. So we drove. Okay, so let's.
You been to Ukraine?
I have not been to the Ukraine, but I have been to a lot of the border countries, Poland, Hungary. Yeah, so I've been close, but not in Ukraine. Okay, so let's move on. I have so much to show you. We have new pre-orders in the store, and so remember our new program for pre-orders that we list. They are discounted if you purchase them as a pre-order, and then once the fabric comes in, the price will go up a little bit. So we discount those just to give you, if you purchase them ahead of time, a little bit of a bonus, a little break. So we have 10 new ones, some new ones that some more holiday stuff that's coming. I know these are going to be hot, so sometimes really good to secure a bundle. We'll start with this one, Boodacious by Wishwell. So this is a Robert Kaufman. I thought it's a Halloween, but just look at those fun colors. Different feel for a Halloween. So just little ghosts, nothing too scary, and fun for those that like a little bit of a brighter color. So that is beautiful. So then this next one is called Countdown to Christmas by Janet Ray Nesbitt for Henry Glass. I really love this kind of classic colorway, really beautiful reds and greens, and then these awesome off-whites with some gorgeous prints. So beautiful florals. I really think this will be one of the classics for this next holiday. Deja Boo. I love this name. Deja Boo by Satin Moon Designs. This is a blank fabric line, just a smaller bundle, 10 piece, but this is for the Halloween lovers that love the spooky, really spooky stuff, which includes me. I love it. So pretty neutral. I love that the orange is not too crazy bright. So with some skulls and skeletons and spider webs, just as it should be. Here's another one. This is called Halloween Countdown. This is glow in the dark. So this is also a blank line, but this is by Urban Essence Designs. So glow in the dark, also quite spooky with, I love the signs, go back, beware, danger. There's these bloody signs. And then we have skeletons that glow in the dark and all kinds of fun stuff. Another holiday line, this is called Holly Berry Tree Farm. This is Deb Strain, a very classic line, her classic colors. Reminds me of previous lines of hers. I love that little buffalo plaid. Gotta have that. So this is Holly Berry Tree Farm. And a totally different feel, pretty vintage. This is Holly Jolly. This is by Urban Chicks for Moda. And love that pink in there. So, and especially the Santas. Do you see the Santas? It's just so kind of retro to me. Very pretty poinsettias and a great diagonal plaid in there and a stripe that I included in the bundle. All right. And this one is going to be a hot one. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We had this bundle. We had quite a bit of it last year, but it sold out instantly. So we have this one now as a pre-order. It is a larger bundle, as 14 pieces, just because these fabrics tend to become quite the collector's item. So this one, of course, mixes well with the previous one, and I really like it. I think some of the prints are actually redone, and so they were in last year's bundle as well, but really, really love this. So this one will be hot. So then we have a couple of Ruby Star. This is called Jolly Darlings, and a very unique take, as they always do, on color on Christmas. I love the bright red, and then we have navy and this kind of minty aqua green, or pretty much just aqua. But they are really cute prints. I love the sweaters. There's snow globes, and there's washi tape and really cute ornaments. So this one will be hot.
Wouldn't that be seafoam?
Seafoam. Yeah, seafoam, aqua,
Seafoam
somewhere
red.
in between. Somewhere in between. Here's another Halloween, Midnight Magic. This is Grace Pop for Studio E, classic, very similar to her previous line. And some of the prints came back, which I love because they've been very popular for us. So especially the pumpkins and the jack-o'-lanterns. So this one is a 12-piece bundle. Midnight Magic. I know we had a line called Midnight Magic and Midnight Magic 2 from Moda. Everybody needs to get a little bit more creative with their names for their fabric lines. Seriously. And here's another very different Halloween line, Spooky Darlings by Ruby Star. And so, again, not too Halloweeny, just a little bit, just some pumpkins, some black cats, just tiny little skulls, just really cute. And the pink in there and the yellow is just a surprise, but something fun. All right. Is that it?
That's it.
That's all the new pre-orders, but we keep cranking them out. I know it might be too early to buy Christmas and Halloween right now, but these are pre-orders, so make sure you make note of when anticipated ship date. Of course, we take that with a grain of salt because anticipated ship date is just shot in the dark sometimes. But that's how all we get from the fabric company, so that's what we go by. So when you are placing these pre-orders, make sure if you're going to place multiples, just know that we won't ship them until the last one comes in. So if you want to kind of plan it out, make sure you make a note of that anticipated ship date, so you don't put something in your cart that ships in April and then another one that ships in September, okay? Because you don't want to wait that long. I know that. All right. Annie, why are there rabbits in the Ruby Star Halloween? Well, that is a good question. And I think this question could be asked about a lot of things in Ruby Star fabrics. Why are there this and that? But that's just what they do. They do the unexpected and very different things. And sometimes that being different is really great. And sometimes it doesn't work out. But
Pink Halloween, huh?
They are creative. That is one thing we can't take away from them, and that's what we love, keeping the creativity going. Whether that's your cup of tea or not, but we got a bunch of traditional stuff if that's not your cup of tea. So, any questions on anything? Oh, Virginia says it's killer rabbits from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Killer rabbits. Is that black cats or black bunnies? I think it was bunnies. So killer rabbits, probably. That's what we're guessing. Always full of surprises. Love it. Okay. Fabric is fun. I know. We don't want to do always the same thing. And you know me. I love to find something that's unique, and I will buy it just because I haven't seen it before. Yes. Well, most times. Sometimes it's there's a reason why you haven't seen it before, and it shouldn't be seen, but that's another story.
Different is good.
Different is great. Always. Who wants to be always the same? All right, so let's move on. Let's move on because we pre-taped these. I did a fabric pull. We have 3 new bundles that are in the house, and we shipped some of the pre-orders, and then we pre-taped it all, and we're going to use the whole video here for you tonight. But with the internet, the file ended up being really, really big, and there was no way to download it in whole. So Mr. HP, he had to splice it up into multiple videos. So just know that it's going to get a little disjointed, but we're going to play one line for you at a time. And so each line is really 2 videos.
fabric's still beautiful.
It's still great fabric, and you get to see my pulls and all of that. So let's start with the first one, which is called Bird Watch. Figo, and it's called Bird Watch. And I just love this main print. I think it's so unique and pretty. Love the artwork and the colors, very soft colors. We have this darkest blackish background, which is more so charcoal. Then there's some great pieces with this. Some basics in there. So we have the little tracks, the bird tracks, which I just love that. I love how it's kind of tossed and non-directional. Then we go into this really deep teal color, nice, directional, but not too harsh of a stripe. I love that. A little lighter teal with the flowers. And then we have a stripe, a texture stripe that I really like because it does take from the darkest into the lightest hues in the line. So it kind of combines it all. We have some feathers on a light gray background. I love the textures of and the prints of the feathers. Really fun. And then we have a printed stripe going the other. So it's actually flowers. And this one doesn't really necessarily have to be used as a stripe because you can cut it out and you're getting different parts of the print. So it kind of ties all the soft colors together. Moving into the lighter hues here. So this is the same tracks as the black but on the white, and then we have the main print also on this kind of a light ivory off-white color. So cute. And then a really nice hue. It's a grayish lavender hue to it, almost a little bit, well, just a little purpley hue to this gray. Feathers in the same tone. And then we have one, just a light sage green print. Just these little, it looks like pine needles. So because there is green everywhere in the main prints, there's green speckled out throughout. It's nice to have a little touch of that color, but it's not too harsh. It's very of that color, but it's not too harsh. It's very soft. So this is Bird Watch. And my pull for this, I of course had to include another green, so a very subtle green. The bumbleberries, the wild sage has just a little bits of dark because there's a little bits of darker green in here. So you could totally use that as a focus with all of the other ones, adding maybe a couple more. Then we have this beautiful hue of grayish with a little purple undertone. The Spectrostatic Lunar is perfect with it. Lighter, but it has that specks of dark, just like the black. As far as the light tones, a perfect match for me was the Spectrostatic Dust with just a light dusting of a taupe in there. Then we go into the blues, more blue, teal. Toscana Atmosphere is a good one for the lighter hues of the blue. And then the darker, I went with the Bumbleberries Country Gray. And it also has light in it, so it ties in with the lighter ones, and then it ties it in with the darkest teals. So I decided to do, for the blacks, two different ones. So Gunmetal, the Spectrostatic, we already have a couple of Spectrostatic in here. It really works well. This is more charcoal, so it blends much better, and then it has that light color in here too. And then if you wanted a true black to go as darkest, I love this Moonscape because it has a little bit of gray in here, and then it has a little direction too. And then I chose one more, which is kind of in between because it can kind of has the tones of these hues here, and then it can also blend with here. If you wanted kind of a medium, it's seeds in the smoke. So it's technically a gray, but it has a lot of brown, it's warmth to it. So as you can see, you can go with it here. It could really mix in here and then with the grays as well. So I love, as you know, love combining different lines and bundles. So I, of course, with the bird theme, what was automatic were the fabrics from Botanicals, because it's similar, you know, softer colors, still with birds on it, even though it's not identical colors, but they're that same vibe of very soft colors. So I think either the prints that we have in 1 yards, or even taking the whole bundle of the Botanicals bundle, which has more prints like that, so botanical and bird prints. See, the lights will fit perfectly with the lights in here. The taupes here, they kind of tone with the greens, even with this green, and then we go into the darker ones, and then so the darker taupes into the dark brown grays, they are just a step down from these darkest ones here. So this would all be a really happy marriage, mixing those two. But this is Birdwatch by Figo. So now we have another pre-order, a smaller one. This one is long awaited as well. This was a line that they reprinted, but they reprinted it only partially. So only 8 pieces. So this is called Sail Away by Northcutt. It's Deborah Edwards. Love her work. Just love her colors and just her textures, how she layers things. I love it. So we had this and it sold out really fast for us, so we were able to get some for just the 8 pieces. We put that together in a bundle on its own. So this piece is actually running yardage, but it is a huge sailboat. So I actually used it when I used it last time. I used it just cut it up, and so then it's just the texture. And you can see parts of a sail, you can see parts of the ocean, parts of the water and the birds, and you get such differences out of this print, just cutting it up. So Sail Away. I just love this. So the birds and the textures in the sky here in the lighter blue. Then we have an ombre print. This one I love working with as well. I made a quilt out of this. I'll show you later. So we have, because I could cut from the dark and get really nice blues, nice mediums, and then into the light blues and taupes, all from just the same half yard. Very versatile. And then we have some taupes. So we have the sailing, kind of the ocean map texture. And with just a little hints of blue, a little bit darker. This is the one, same as the blue one here, with the boats and the kind of layering texture. I love that. And then this one, she uses a lot in her lines. Just these bubbles, textural bubbles, but I love the depth of it. So we have the really deep blues underneath it and the layered taupes on top. So pretty. And we finish off with another nice blue, the birds print here. So this is the Sail Away new bundle, just 8 pieces. Again, this was a bundle, just 8 pieces. Again, this was a pre-order and was quite popular, so that is on its way to you. So I just did a small pull with this. I wanted to give you some options for blue, so I went with the deepest, darkest hues, which is quite dark navy, in the grunge and the true blue, going into more of the teals, the grunge and the horizon blue, and then the lighter hues of blue. The Toscana atmosphere again has the light and a little bits of the dark, and the chalk and charcoal in the breeze has the very light blues, and then the very nice taupe underneath. So as far as the taupes, I want to start since I ended here in the whitest. I love the scrunch and the snow white because it has a lot of that ocean green in it too, so it mixes without standing out too much. The whispers and the dashing muslin, I love this with it because I think this print represents the theme of this very well, kind of these grid lines. I love the speckled metallic natural. It has specks of the darker taupe and the lighter. And then as far as kind of a medium working with, I was mostly looking at this print here. Some of the darker tones, almost brown, the worn croc and the pebble is great with those tones. Now, if you wanted to add a focus print to this, like something that is not in the bundle will stand out nicely without screaming, I think a dark chocolate brown would be great as a focus, as an accent. And you're not really changing the tone of the whole line. So it's Toscana Espresso is this really nice dark chocolate brown that would work really well for that. So this is the Sail Away bundle. Love, love, love this. And the next line here is kind of in line with that theme. It's called Wanderlust. And it is by Maud Ashbury for Free Spirit. Totally different, very fun and playful. So look at this. A little bit vintage, but such bright fun beaches. We have beach chairs and sailboats and beach fun stuff. And some beach houses that who wouldn't love spending some time with this? It's just so happy and fun and pretty. And then we have some cars, another very vintage feel print with the buses and the campers. This looks 50s or 60s to you. What do you think? I think it's very 50s, 60s probably, 60s vibe. All right, so here we have some hot air balloons. How pretty. I love her artwork because it's just so playful, very kind of clear and bright colors without being, in your face. Then we have a stripe kind of tying all these colors together. I love this, and it's irregular. I love that there's just kind of like pencil marks, so they're not fully straight lines. We have a white background with a little bit smaller scale. So lots of novelty type prints. So now we go into a little bit smaller scale. So when using novelties, it's important to have a little bit different scale. We have some beach ball. Again, even smaller scale. And we got campers on this nice gray background. So just love that. Then there's like a bike outside some of them. Love the flags, little pennants on some of these. So they just look so fun and playful. Somewhere you want to visit for sure. Another just small print, textural print with the stars, a nice little apricot color that ties in with all the campers, and it's throughout all the prints. We have sailboats with bright sails on a really nice blue background. As you can see, this is such a beautiful colorful line without being really harshly bright. Another textured print, just these squares, they just remind me of windows in big buildings, but I love the little just specks of color in that beautiful aqua tone. We have a sunshiny print here, bubbly clouds and the sun shining through, which just is perfect for this happy line. And we finish it off with bicycles. Bicycles on this dark gray background. So this is Wanderlust. Put that on the end so we can see a little bit more of it. Let's see if we can move things over. I think this is so much fun. So would I put all of these in the same quilt? Yes, but I would definitely add a few more tone on tone, something to calm your eye with, or a background would be too, something to rest that eye. So I did a pretty large pull with this, just warning you a little bit. So I kind of started going through all the colors that we have here. We have the circle burst, and the charcoal is a great match, and also just kind of the fun print. So it's important when you have really busy prints, what you choose with it is not too flat and solid. So solids are going to stand out too much with these, but if you have something that blends but will read as a solid, it's going to be a much more successful combination. So as far as these teal colors, I did 2 tones of this. I did the dot matrix in the aqua. It has a little bit of the dark and the light in here. And since we have that throughout, and then I did a lighter tone. The bumbleberries in the aqua color is more a lighter blue. So as you can see kind of in some of these other prints over here. So I did both of those. I'm going to put this one over here. Then just a little bit deeper, more greener teal, the bumbleberries Enchanted Forest. And then for the more blue, I chose the flow in the teal. So it has more of a bluer tone, but it works really well with this one. I threw in another kind of a nectarine color, the Nature Elements in the orange peel. Great match here, works so well with all of these other ones. And yellow, Spotted Buttercup, great fit, nice texture, and that color, that yellow is all the way through. Another fun for the pinks, Birthday Confetti in the pale pink. You see how this print just belongs here because it has all the colors in the print, and so you would really think that this just belongs in here, and it could totally go with a line. And then I did 2 neutrals. So we have a gray background here, even though there's just a lot of color, a lot going on. It'd be great to use seeds in the fog because as the light specks in here, it ties it with all the lights. Now, if you wanted a background for the colored prints, I would say this is the perfect match to this background. So Grunge Eggshell is the base of all of the light prints in here. So that would be a great background to like make everything stand out of, at least the darker prints. So then if you wanted add a color that would be more of a punch as a focus, I would go with either the Grunge Mango. So this is more darker than this nectarine color, a little bit darker, and then green is not to be found in here except for in the prints. There's no green print, so why not pop it up with some floral elements in this bright green color? So that could be a really nice punch to go with this. Now, of course, you don't have to put all of them in one quilt. You could always pick and choose a few for a smaller project, and we'll just make a really cute table runner thrown in with just one of these basics. So Wanderlust bundle available now. How fun for summer, spring and summer. There it is. It worked out, and he made it seamless, didn't it? It was like just he's so good. I kept saying, "You're so good." It all worked out. So
yeah, because it worked. If it wouldn't have worked, it would have been some questions.
yeah. I saw some questions. What would I make with Sail Away? Well, actually, I made something with Sail Away already. I grabbed all the scraps when we first got Sail Away. We sold it out. It sold out really fast. So I snatched up all of the remnants and I made a quilt. And then I also snatched up some remnants from another line from her, which I believe was called Journey. And I mixed a few of them together. So, whenever I design a quilt, I make a prototype first. So most times I do. So this was my prototype of Jewel. So my jewel quilt that we are working on during the retreat. So this is my sail away / with a little bit of journey in there, jewel quilt. And of course, it's not pieced exactly like I ended up writing the pattern, but you can't really tell the difference. So this pattern will be in my book that I'm working on, hopefully out. Well, I'm sometime this summer. I'm not going to say early or late. Sometime this summer, we're hoping that we will get it out. So just so you all know, one of the things that's impacted by all of, the delivery issues and just resources, lack of resources, is paper. It's really been hard for printers to source paper. So that's why the printing process is taking longer than what we are used to. So, but I still have to finish the book to get it to the printer. But I'm just anticipating that that's going to take a little bit longer than our normal time. But still faster than.
How many quilts? How many quilts you gonna do?
In the book?
Yeah.
I can't decide now. They just come out. So the quilts just start coming out and then there's no stopping it. Well, I have to stop it at some point. So it'll be a similar size book as the Stripology Mixology book. So 1 and 2. So in those, I think, what was it, 13? Yeah, 13 quilts. Mm-hmm. But all the quilts have, of course, multiple sizes. So there's lots of variety and lots of versions.
Would there be drinks with that?
Well, do you want drink recipes with that? Should we ask them? Do we want drink recipes?
I don't know what to do. You could probably whip up 12, 13, 14 of them.
Somebody asked, did you not bother with the one-way prints? So the sail away bundle that we sold before was a little bit different because it had the full complete line. I did include all the directional. I love throwing directional prints in there. So they're all in there. Oh, yes. Drink recipes. Okay. All right.
Of course. Duh.
All right.
Of course.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. We will do that. So somebody asked too, like, what would you make with all of those Wanderlust prints? Well, I think it would make an awesome summer quilt. So like a Sammy, you remember that green I showed you in the end? So Sammy would be great using that green as the accent. Whoops. I think even like Taylor would be a really cool quilt. I love doing Taylor with kind of wild prints. So
yes, that was Kobe in the background.
Kobe is here. So yes. Any other questions? What's the new book going to be called? Should we reveal it?
No. Don't do it. I mean, yeah. Do
yeah, I think we should. It's actually pretty straightforward because it's going to be Stripology Mixology 3. Yay! So very similar theme, but kind of going deeper into some things. So it's cool. All right. Will the new book have a spiral binding? You know what? I researched that topic a lot before I printed Stripology Mixology 2 and came to the conclusion that I did polls. It's pretty 50-50. People wanting spiral binding and not wanting spiral binding. It will increase the price of the book by at least $5, which just by putting spiral binding on it. And then you can have a spiral binding put on your book for about that same price. So to please more people, I don't think we'll be doing that, but we will definitely make sure that the spacing will allow you to add a spiral binding and you won't compromise the print in the book. So we're gonna accommodate the most people. So those that don't want it, and then we'll have space for you guys that want a spiral binding that you can add it yourself.
Awesome.
Can't be a mixology book without cocktails. I kind of agree with that. I mean, can't call it mixology and just leave out the cocktails. That's just that's good. See, there's even like no spiral binding, yes spiral binding, no spiral. It's a split. It's a split jury. So we're gonna please the whole jury. Okay.
Is that possible?
Well, we're gonna please them to the point where those that want the spiral binding, they would have had to pay $5, at least $5 more for the book, so they can go and have that done themselves for those $5 that they want to.
Okay.
So that's just, that's how it goes. All right. Thank you for no spiral binding. Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to, I always listen. I always listen to everybody. And then I do make my own decision. I think this one makes sense to me, for me and my business. All right. Will you do a signed version? Yes. So we will definitely have pre-orders once we get to that point of being ready to offer that. There's a lot going to happen before that even starts. So yes, I will be signing thousands and thousands of books like I did last time. Better get that hand ready. All right.
Live winner.
We are going to do a live winner. And so now that we don't have the software, I am going to, we are scrolling way back in these comments. And then you're going to say stop.
Stop.
And then it's going to be oh, no. Wait, hold on. Where did it go?
What? That was me. No.
Oh, see, I have to do it again. I'm going to do it here. So tell me to stop now.
Stop.
Cheryl Foy is our live winner. So Cheryl, Sheryyll, last name Foye. You are our live winner. I'm sorry we can't put it on the screen. If you see this, please send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get you your $25 gift card. That's our live winner. Cheryl Foy. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So
awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, maybe Mr. HP can sign too. No, it's not his book.
Then the price goes way up.
Well, then I'd have to put a photo of you or something. That's not gonna work.
No,
that's not really gonna work.
No,
you can just we can include a headshot, side headshot of you and Kobe. Oh, just the head.
Yeah,
just the head.
Right there.
Just the bald head.
Just a little bit right there.
All right. We need some yoga in the book. No. There's not going to be yoga in the book.
Oh, the price went way up again.
Okay. Mr. HP should add a special drink in the book. Well, a lot of the drinks in the books are like his favorites. He lets me be the creative, and then he tells me if it's really good or. Well, it's always good, but you tell me what are your absolute favorites. Right. Yeah. Do you remember what was your absolute favorite in the last one?
The blue. What was the blue?
Blue
Lagoon. Blue.
I don't think we.
That was a while ago though.
Yeah, I don't know if that was in a book. I don't remember, but I just know that
one of the cocktail cards probably.
The banana daiquiri is your favorite.
Yeah.
That was put in there just because of him, for sure. And then the other one was he loves frozen drinks. So the other frozen one, the lava flow.
Yeah,
the lava flow is your favorite. Yeah. All right. And Kobe's always in the book, of course. Yes, he has to be. Okay. Would somebody say name a quilt after the bald head? I don't think that's gonna work. All right, so let's finish this off with a giveaway question. So your second chance of winning a $25 gift card is our giveaway question. We can't put it on the screen, but here's my question. Just because we're on the road, if you could fly anywhere tomorrow, where would you go? Whoa. Where would you go?
Costa Rica.
Oh, okay. All right. If I could fly anywhere tomorrow. I don't know. There's too many places I want to go.
Can I say another one?
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii.
I was actually going to say Hawaii, but because I've never been there. Or Tahiti. I want to go there too. So
Alaska.
Too many. Ooh,
Alaska.
Well, lots. We can't even. Oh, somebody wants to go to Iceland. I noticed. Woo! We can't even keep up. There's so many coming through. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, okay. That is great. So we will randomly pick a winner from all of your answers. And so keep them coming. And next Tipsy Tuesday, we will announce the winner. So that is going to be March 22nd. the night before we start our next session for retreat. And so March 22nd, 7 p.m. Central, we'll be back in the studio at home in Minnesota. Hopefully the weather is warmed up. I hear it's supposed to. So, so that will be next week. We will be live this Friday for a really quick Happy Friday show. We're still going to be on the road, but we're going to try again. Just a quick one. So with a cocktail. So we will see you this Friday at 3 p.m. Central. That's March. No, that's not March 17th on Friday. It's 18th. March 18th is Friday. But everybody, you guys, if you're Irish, or at least if you're Irish for a day, have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. Keep it safe for sure. And green, money green, right?
Money green.
Yeah. Love and luck in the air. So thank you everybody for watching and sticking with us with all the technology. And we will see you Friday. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.